Okay, really good. So now, you're holding the brakes, correct?
Yep.
I want you to put one hand on the throttle and the other hand on the key down there. Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay. So one hand on the throttle, one hand on the key, and both feet on the brakes. And now go ahead and turn that key all the way to start. Do that one more time. A little bit of power. Let go of the key. Thank you. Nice. So as soon as this engine starts, we're going to set the power to 1,000 RPMs. And then immediately we're going to check that oil pressure to make sure that that's coming up in the green. See it?
Yep.
So the flaps, you can bring those up, all the way up, and we're going to visually verify that they're coming up left and right. Nice job. Beautiful. And because it's a little bit wet out there, let's go ahead and turn on our navigation lights and the strobe lights so that people can see us a little bit better. Nice job. Next, we're going to turn on the radios. 1, 2, and then the transponder, which is what air traffic control uses to track us on radar.
All right.
And then we are going to go through the checklist.
Clear subred 3626. I'd like to copy IFR 204.
That's good. Alright, so next, what I would like you to do is just release the brakes momentarily and let the airplane roll forward. I'm going to give it a little bit of power here. Now go ahead and check the brakes for me.
26 Madison.
Nice job. See how they're kind of biting, so you have to be very gentle with them. So nice. Now what I would like you to do is to go straight ahead. You're going to be steering the airplane with your feet. So nice job, straight ahead. And there is a single yellow line out here. If you turn just a little bit more to the left for me, nice job. There's a single yellow line, you'll see it soon. And what we're going to do is to basically follow that yellow line.
3626, feedback.
Again, steering with your feet.
Madison Airport information, Alpha's current wind calm.
Nice job, man.
006.
Thank you.
Madison ground system 95787, we're repositioning to the Juliet run-up area.
System 95787, Madison ground, roger, advised ready to taxi.
Welcome. Okay, so anytime we're taxiing here, we're always looking at the ramp. Well, to the left, to the right, make sure we don't have any traffic moving. You can see there is an airplane up ahead there. That's roughly where we're going to go. All right, and we're going to pause up there and check the engine for proper operation. Now, what you can do is just to let the airplane come back a little bit to the right to rejoin that yellow line. Nice job. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah,
All right.
You're doing great, man. So do you see this big open area up in here?
Yeah.
All right. What I would like you to do is to apply some left rudder, and we're going to leave this yellow center line, and we'll taxi up into the big open area. Nice job. And keep the airplane turning around. Keep it turning all the way around. We like to face into the wind when we do the run-up. And the run-up is basically a check of the systems after engine start. There you go. You can straighten up the nose wheel. Nice job. And then gently come to a stop. Nice. Hold those brakes. You're a natural. Looking good.
Thank you.
So I'm going to get this checklist, and we're going to do the run-up checklist. The aircraft is into the wind. We're holding the brakes. Rather, you're holding the brakes. The fuel is on. It's trimmed for takeoff. Flight controls. I'm going to just check, make sure the flight controls move in the proper direction. And they do.
42 Madison clearance.
Oil temperature and oil pressure is, they're both acceptable. Mixture is set. Primer.
I'm not showing anything that way.
In and locked. And now what I'm going to do is to apply about 700 RPM of power.
Mason City Airport has, the Mason City Airport has filed maintain 5,000.
There we go. Nice job holding the brakes. And I'm going to check the ignition.
Departure frequency 135.45. Squawk 13.
And then the carburetor heat. Oil temperature and oil pressure are still good. The suction is good. Amps are good. And we're going to bring the throttle all the way back to idle, make sure the engine runs smoothly.
Ground King Air 598 Alpha Charlie, Wisconsin Aviation Taxi.
King Air 598 Alpha
Nice.
Charlie, Madison ground.
So now we're actually ready to taxi out to the runway. So what I'm going to do is to call the ground controller and ask for our taxi clearance. Madison ground, this is 95787 Juliet run-up area. We're ready to taxi.
787 Madison ground. I'm going to have you follow the King Air. That's going to be taxiing north on the ramp. He's going southwestbound as well.
Okay, the King Air is in sight.
787, follow the King Air, runway 21, Juliet Bravo.
Okay, behind the King Air, runway 21 via Juliet and Bravo, system number 5787.
Ground flagship 3848.
So you see that guy out there?
Gate 8. That guy on that?
Yeah, they're coming at us.
Yep. Push your discretion.
It's a King Air, and what we're going to do is to follow him out to the runway.
All right.
And we're going to be taxiing to runway 21 today. So I'll show you the taxi diagram where we're going. So we're sitting right here right now. So we're going to go taxiway Juliet and Bravo all the way up to runway 21. Okay?
All right.
So the King Air has passed us. You can now go ahead and release those brakes, apply some left rudder. You can put your right hand on the throttle. There you go, that's your primary speed control. You can go ahead and neutralize those rudder pedals. Rejoin that single yellow line, so push on the right pedal. Nice job. You got it.
Fair maintenance, I didn't forget about you. There's a lot of stuff going on 18 right now.
No problem, we're seeing that.
Doing good. Just keep your hand on the throttle for me. Nice job. So if you want to decelerate, you reduce the power by pulling it out.
Okay.
And the opposite, if you want to go faster and accelerate, you push the throttle in. But this is a perfect taxi speed right here. Basically a fast walking or a slow jogging pace.
Trying to get used to the foot controls here.
I know. Yeah, you're doing great though. So you might find in this sort of hard left turn coming up that you might need just a little bit of left brake to convince the airplane to go around the corner there.
All right.
So we'll see. So left rudder now. Steering great. Yeah, that's fine. Reduce that power just a little bit. Pull it out just a little bit. There you go. Nice job. Nice job. Around the corner, neutralize the rudder, back to the center line. You're doing great. Yeah, back to that center line, a little bit more.
Thinking I'm trying to steer a car.
I know. Everybody does. That's absolutely normal. It'll take a few flights for that to sort of get out of your system, you know?
Alright, I feel like I'm accelerating too much here.
Oh, you're doing good. Maybe just a little bit less power. Take out about 100 RPM or so. There you go. So now we have this right-hand turn coming up here. Reduce that power. Nice. And then be ready for this turn. You may need just a little bit of right rudder.
All right.
Rather right brake. There you go. Nice job. Clear left. Clear right. Nice job.
Air maintenance, proceed on 18. You want the cable up?
And feed a little bit of power back in.
No, ma'am, you can actually lower the cable because it is in the up position. We got good indicator lights. And I'll be
nice job.
entering
Straight
18
ahead.
as the north cable. Okay, it's going down now.
Keep your hand on the throttle.
Yep.
Add a little bit more power. Kind of going uphill here a tad, so we just need a little bit more power to keep it moving. Nice job. So now, what I would like you to do is to take your left hand and keep that on the yoke. After all, this is going to be your your position when you're taking off. So I want you to try to condition yourself just a little bit to avoid steering with your hands.
Okay.
What's going to happen here is we're going to taxi up on the runway, which is right up there. Once we get our takeoff clearance, we're going to enter the runway. And then what you will do is to smoothly, at that point, apply full power. The airplane will start to accelerate.
Ground, very
and it's actually going to get easier and easier to keep the airplane straight the faster we go, because the rudder back there will start to get effective and it will be assisting the nose wheel in tracking straight.
All right.
So the airspeed will come alive, and right around 60 knots, I'll tell you when that happens. I want you to smoothly pull back enough just to put the horizon about an inch or so above this glare shield right here. The airplane will leave the ground and it should accelerate to 70.
All right.
Go ahead and reduce that power. We'll begin to decelerate. And we're going to have to bring this airplane to a stop prior to that red sign that you see up there. So just on the brakes now, very gentle, very gentle. Make sure it's tracking straight. Nice job. That's it. You got it. Keep your hand on that throttle.
Flagship 3848 is ready to taxi.
Beautiful.
Flagship 3848, taxi to 18 via Alpha.
And Gonna come around the corner here. We're gonna stop prior to that line across the pavement. Back to just a little bit to the right. And you can bring it to a nice, smooth stop.
King Air 8 Alpha Charlie, flight in 200, contact departure.
200, the heading.
Nice
over.
job.
See ya.
And you can just hold it right there for me. I'm going to take care of this before takeoff checklist. The flaps are set, the mixture is set, the carb heat is set, lights are on, pitot heat is set, heading indicator to the compass. I'm showing about 340 degrees up there, 340 degrees on the heading indicator. The transponder is set to altitude, doors and windows, and seat belts. Are you nice and tight? Are you snugged up?
I'm a little loose right here.
All right.
Should I tighten it up
Yeah,
more?
go ahead and tighten that up just a little bit, please. And we always do a takeoff briefing,
21 Echo Base your discretion, runway 21,
which is
clear touch and go.
basically our abort plan should something happen. And
Clear touch and go.
we're
21
going to keep
Echo.
it pretty simple today. If anything unusual happens at all during the takeoff or during the flight for that matter, I will take the flight controls. I'll say I have the flight controls, so you just repeat you have the flight controls.
All right,
Okay.
you have the flight controls.
And if anything happens on the takeoff run while still on the ground, we're actually going to reduce the power and stop.
All right.
Okay. If we have any kind of engine problem, smoke or fire kind of thing, with usable runway available, we'll land on that runway.
All right.
If we don't have enough runway available straight ahead after liftoff to land on, and we do have an engine problem, we're going to land straight ahead or maybe 45 degrees out to either side, below 500 feet. Between 500 and 1,000 feet, we have a 90-degree window, and above 1,000 feet, we're going to return to the field.
All right.
Any questions?
I do not have any questions.
All right, nice job. So you ready for this takeoff?
I am.
Okay. I'm going to call the tower, get our takeoff clearance. Madison Tower, Cessna 95787, we're holding short runway 21 up Bravo 1, ready for departure.
Cessna 95787, Madison Tower, hold short runway 21, traffic landing.
Traffic inside, holding short runway 21, Cessna 95787. So you can see the traffic out there on final, we're waiting on that guy.
All right.
Now what's going to happen is, once we get our takeoff clearance, we're going to enter the runway, get
Eagle Flight 4107,
Get it straight with the runway center line,
remain the strictly taxi,
and then smoothly feed in full power. When you do that, you're going to feel the airplane probably want to veer off to the left. So just keep it straight on the center line. Don't be surprised if you need a little bit more right rudder than left rudder to keep it straight, at least initially. At 60 knots, we pull back. At the horizon about an inch or so above the glare shield, the airplane will leave the ground. At that point, you keep the wings level with your ailerons.
All right.
Okay? Nice job.
Cessna 787, runway 21, line up and wait.
Runway 21, we'll line up and wait, Cessna 95787. Okay, you can release the brakes, add just a little bit of power to get moving. And now we can cross that line. Now the tower controller told us to line up and wait, so we're not quite clear for takeoff yet, although he wants us on the runway and straight with the runway center line.
All right.
Cessna 787, proceed on course to the city, runway 21, cleared for takeoff.
On course for the city and runway 21 cleared for takeoff, Cessna 95787. So now we have our takeoff clearance.
21 Echo, make left traffic,
Let it
runway
come out
21.
just a little bit further to the right. See that white center line up ahead
Left
there?
traffic
All
2
right,
on
nice
it. We
job.
take a full stop.
Center
2
up on that. Now slide your feet off of the brakes.
Clear to land.
Good. Now full
Clear to
power
land, 2 on,
smoothly,
2 on
all the
Echo.
way in with the power. Full power, all the way, all the way.
Flagship 3840,
All the
Madison
way,
Tower,
get it
runway
all the way
18,
in.
wait, traffic,
Yep,
9
all the
miles
way
per
in.
hour.
Push it all the way in. All the way, all the way.
48.
Yep. Finish it off. Full power. Nice job. Keep it straight with your feet. Beautiful. Airspeed is live. A little bit more right rudder. Temperatures and pressures are good. And there is 60 knots. Smoothly raise the nose. Raise it. Pull, pull, pull. Hold it right there. Nice. That's it. See that pitch attitude right there?
Yeah.
Take a look at the airspeed. You're right at 70 knots. That's working perfectly, isn't
All
it?
right.
Nice. Yeah, you're doing great.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool, isn't it?
This is awesome.
Yeah. Now you can see that airspeed is showing a little bit less than 70. So eyes back outside and just perfect. Yeah, that's it. Lower the nose just a little bit. You got it.
Wow.
This is awesome.
This is all you. Fantastic. Doing great.
Flagship 3848, flat runway heading, runway 18, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, 18 flagship, 3848.
787 to you on course to city, contact departure.
On course for the city and we'll contact departure, system under 5787. Now, you can see here that we're climbing through 1,600 feet.
Okay.
We're going to climb all the way to 3,000.
Alright.
There you go. You can stop that turn with just a little bit of right aileron. Nice, Jeff. That's it. Madison departure, system 95787, 1,700 climbing to 3,000. We're on course for the city.
95787, Madison departure, radar contact, roger.
Nice.
This is awesome.
You're doing great. You can go ahead and try a little bit of a turn to the right. So ailerons and rudder. Nice. Hold that bank right there. So you kind of neutralize the ailerons and neutralize the rudder. Good. And then go ahead and stop that turn. So right now we're passing 2,000 feet. So we have another 1,000 feet to go. We want to climb to,
Flagship 3848,
we want to climb to 3,000.
turn left direct Badger, maintain 1010,000.
This is good altitude for us to be going up.
You bet. As a matter of fact, once we're this high, you can actually lower the nose ever so slightly to about there. Nice job. That will allow the airplane to accelerate a little bit. We'll get better forward visibility. Alright, you can see where we're going. So now you're climbing at 75, which is perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and turn to the right. You got it. That's it.
Awesome.
Yeah. And you can go ahead and stop the turn right there. Go straight ahead. See the big antenna up ahead there?
Yep.
Yeah. Just fly towards that for now. Don't worry, we're not going to get too close to it, but for now we're using that as a landmark to fly towards.
Flagship 3848, scattered light to
I
modification.
got lost it a little.
Yeah, you lost it because the nose, the pitch came up a little bit, so just lower the nose so you can see it again. There you go. Nice. And just make a little bit of a turn back to that that antenna. See, it's a little bit to the it's to the right of the nose there.
Oh, I see a different one.
Oh, okay. Well, you can fly towards the one that you're looking at too. That's fine. So we're at 2,700 feet.
2,700.
Yep. Almost at 3,000 feet. Now what's going to happen just prior to 3,000 is that I want you to lower that nose to stop the climb. Not quite yet. We'll do we'll do it at about 2,900. Now what will happen is that the airplane will accelerate and it probably wants to continue to climb, so you might need some forward pressure on the yoke to prevent that nose from rising back up to where it is right now. So there you are, 3,000 feet. Go ahead and lower that nose. Nice. Nice job. That's it. You feel how airplane started to push back in your hands? See how you kind of need to apply some forward pressure to keep the nose down? I'm going to trim it a little bit for you. There, does that feel better?
It does.
Alright. Now you can see we're kind of heading right towards that that misty area up there.
Yeah.
That's just a little bit of a rain shower. So what we'll do is to make a turn to the left to avoid it. Nice job. There you go. Keep turning just a little bit further. Now you can see in this turn, the nose tends to drop a little bit. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So you got to pull a little bit to keep that nose from...
706,
Whoa, I can feel G's pulling on me.
Now go ahead and stop that turn with ailerons and rudder. Nice job. There you go. You're doing great.
This is awesome.
So now if you let go of the controls for a second, see how stable this airplane is? I mean, it really flies itself, doesn't it?
It does.
So all you need is a very light grip on the controls, just, 3 or 4 fingers, elbow on the armrest right where it is right now, and just basically fly the airplane with your wrist.
Awesome.
Yep, you're doing great. See the Capitol building down there? Right down there. Off the wing.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and make a right-hand turn. Now, there's a little bit of bank, a little bit more, right there. And yeah, perfect. See, you're not on this turn, you're not letting that nose drop. We're basically using a little bit of lift to turn the airplane, and since we're spending some of that lift to turn the airplane, we actually have to pull back a little bit, just like you're doing, to hold the altitude.
All right.
Nice, you're natural. Let's keep turning. Let's not enter that rain there, so we'll kind of keep going around the corner. Nice job. Raise that nose just a little bit more back up to the horizon. There you go. And we'll keep turning until we see that Capitol building.
There it is.
There it is. We can go ahead and stop the turn. And then when you roll out, exactly, you gotta let that nose come back down again. Yeah, not that low. Back up to the horizon. There it is.
All right.
Nice job. Let's try a left-hand turn. So just a slight turn to the left. And again, a little bit of pull, a little bit of back pressure to bring the nose back up to the horizon. All right. Go ahead and neutralize those ailerons so you don't get too steep there on the bank. And we can go ahead and go all the way over to the west. So this is your heading indicator. Okay. So right now we're basically heading north. We will turn until we're heading west.
All right.
You can go ahead. There it is. And we'll go ahead and roll out. When you roll out, you relax that pull that you added during the turn so we don't end up in a climb. All right. Nice. So this is sort of the the Westtown Mall area out in here.
Okay.
That little runway, you see it up ahead there?
Yeah.
That's Maury Middleton.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That took like 5 minutes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Normally would take 20 or 30 on the ground.
And as we approach 77, we'd like to head north just a little bit and eventually line up for hopefully runway 14.
706, roger. Proceed as requested. Let me know when you're ready to turn in towards the airport.
Okay, just to confirm that was 95787.
787, affirmative. Proceed up as requested, northbound, and let me know when you're ready to turn in.
Okay, as requested to the north. Thanks, 787. Now let's go ahead and turn to the right, and we'll basically go north.
All right.
06 departure radar contact, turn left heading is 070, vectors VOR 28 Middleton, maintain VFR 3500.
And we can roll out of the turn. Yep, ailerons and rudder together. That's it. You got it. Alright. You reset that heading indicator ever so slightly. There we go. We can make a little bit of a correction there to the left to get back onto that northbound heading. Nice job holding altitude.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're ever so slightly low. So eyes back outside. Raise that nose just to the horizon. Hold it right there. And you should see that airplane start to climb. Here's our vertical speed indicator showing a climb at about 400 feet a minute.
Okay.
And we're coming back up to 3,000 feet. At that point you can adjust the pitch attitude to stop the climb.
All right.
706, turn left heading 050.
Do you have any questions right now?
Madison approach, they're talking 5354 Victor.
I don't know, it's
in at 5,000.
a lot to take in. It's a lot
Sure.
to, experience at once. It's
Yeah.
I'm not as scared as I thought I would be.
Oh,
Approach,
good.
good morning, plan runway.
It's just awesome to be up here.
Good. Good.
Okay, we'll be flying for 1454 Victor.
So now we'll talk a little bit about those rudder pedals. Go ahead and just push on the left and the right rudder, there you go, and then back on the left side. Yeah, go ahead and do that again. So you can see the rudder controls yaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we really have three sort of axes of movement, so to speak. We have pitch, and we have bank, and we have yaw. So the pitch is controlled by the elevator.
Okay.
The roll, or the bank, is controlled by the ailerons, and then the yaw is controlled by with the rudder pedals.
All right. So this is roll, or this is bank. We can go on.
Yeah, in and out on the yoke there is pitch.
Pitch.
And then we have roll with the
Roll.
ailerons. And then yaw with the rudder.
All
You
right.
got it. You got it.
I think that's my school
706,
down.
turn left heading
Oh, that's not my school.
350.
That's west side.
This is Wanakee down there.
Oh, really? Wow.
And you can see the lake up there. That's Lake Wisconsin, which is part of the Wisconsin River.
Yeah.
You see the water up there?
I do.
Yep. And the town just on this side of Lake Wisconsin is Lodi. Right up there.
Wow. It's amazing how fast we go.
Yeah, yeah. And right now we're traveling about
706 is 4 from the Madison VOR.
90 knots. We're close to 100 miles an hour.
3,500. VFR practice approach approved. No separation services are provided.
Madison approach 77, like a left 360-degree turn out here.
77 approved as requested.
Let's go ahead and turn
706, your step down there.
To the left, turn to the left.
300, VFR practice approach approved. No separation services are provided.
So right there is a good bank angle. You can neutralize the ailerons, neutralize the rudder now. And see how the nose is starting to cut down? Yeah, bring that back up again. There you go. Ah, nice job.
That is awesome.
Yep. That's about a 30-degree bank right now. See, the bank is slowly getting steeper. A little bit out. Yeah, you know, you're fine. You don't have to come all the way out. But yeah, there you go. Look at that. Right over there to the left, you can see the airport.
Oh yeah, I see it.
So in the next minute or so, we're gonna turn back to it. You can finish that turn, continue that left-hand turn all the way back to a northbound heading. Nice, that's it.
Pepper 5354 Victor.
You're doing great.
4,000.
Awesome.
Out of 5 for 4, 5-4 Vic.
Oh, right here?
Oh, keep turning all the way around to the north. Take a look at the heading indicator down there.
All right.
Nice catch on the altitude, so you caught it. Nice work.
Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll out. There you go, and then relax that pull as you roll out so we don't climb too much. There you go.
706, are you correcting back to the south, or you want to turn back out to the east and reset up?
So I'm going to talk to the air traffic controller here shortly.
Turn left heading
Get
VFR,
a permission to start returning to the field.
All right.
The Madison approach 77, let you return for a landing.
So 706, maintain VFR 3,500. So it's make straight in runway 14, altimeter 3007, and the wind called.
3007, straight in for runway 14, Cessna 787. Now you can make that move.
Contact tower on 119.3.
Tower 19.3, Cessna 787, see you later. So now you're making that turn towards the airport. Nice job. Madison Tower, so 95787, straight in runway 14.
Number 3626, proceed direct Janesville and maintain 5,000, contact departure.
The airport is right out there at about 2 o'clock right now.
So 787 Tower, runway 14, clear to land.
Runway 14, clear to land, Cessna 787. Now, do you see that runway that we're basically paralleling a little bit off to the right?
Yeah.
That's our runway. That's runway 14. You can see it sort of agrees with 140 degrees on the heading indicator.
Okay.
That's how they number the runways based on their magnetic direction. So what we're going to do now is to correct to the right to sort of intercept the final approach for that runway. So go ahead and turn basically to the lake out there. And now it is time. There you go. That's perfect right there. Now it's time to start to lose some altitude. So go ahead and reduce that power to 1900 RPM. Nice job. You got it. Just a little bit more. There's 1900. That pitch attitude is perfect right there. You can see now we're starting to come down at a little bit more than 500 feet a minute. You can raise that nose, about half an inch. There you go. Hold it there.
All right.
Try to keep the descent rate to approximately 500 feet a minute. What you're doing now is slowly intercepting the final approach for that runway. And once you're there, you can make a turn onto it.
All right.
right now we're descending through 2,500 feet. It's looking great.
Awesome.
We're going to descend all the way down to 2,000 feet, and then we're going to level off for a moment.
Alright.
Looking good. So in the next 10 seconds or so, it's probably time to start to turn on to final approach there.
Alright. Should I start that now?
Sure. Nice shallow turn, you got it. You can kind of level off there for a second and kind of finish the drift towards the center line, just ever so slightly to the left of it. You can stop the turn. You're just a little bit to the left of the center line if you see it out there, so we kind of want to move it just a little bit to the right.
Alright.
Nice job. There's 2,000 feet, so now go ahead and raise that nose. I'm going to give it about 2,100 RPM to assist in holding altitude.
Alright.
And for now, we just want to hold this altitude until we're closer, basically over that water right down there. That's typically a good time to leave this altitude, which we call traffic pattern altitude. It's 1,000 feet above the ground, so it's a sort of standard altitude where we start the landing sequence from.
Alright.
You're descending. Raise that nose. We're not quite ready yet. So. Alright. So in a short little while here, I will be taking the controls and landing the airplane.
Alright.
Yep, for now you're doing great. So, landing checklist. Mixture set, carbide set, light set, fuel set. Seatbelts nice and tight.
Yep.
Good. Go ahead and reduce the power to 1,600, 1,600. Go ahead, pull it back. Correct back to the right to get back on that center line. Nice. See the flap handle?
Yep.
Push it about 1/3 of the way down. When you do that, you're going to feel that nose wanting to rise, so you need forward pressure to prevent that. A little less power. 1,600. There we go. Raise the nose 1/2 inch. There. Hold that. You can see we're in the white arc here, the white radial line there on the airspeed. That's a safe flap range. You can go ahead and push one more notch of flaps down to 2/3 of the way down. There you go, nice. Yeah, the nose wants to rise. Push, push, push to prevent it. So that nose needs to be below the horizon to keep us at the proper speed.
All right.
Right now, pitch controls airspeed, and 70 knots is right where you want to be here with the second notch of flaps. Looking good. Now, let's get those flaps all the way down. Again, the nose will want to rise. Forward pressure to prevent it. Nice job. Relax. Put that hand on the throttle. There you go. Add 100 RPM, please. I think we're going to be just a little bit low. No, push it back in.
Oh, add 100
yeah,
RPM?
Add 100.
17?
Yeah, about there. Nice. Alright, nice job. So now I have the flight controls.
Alright, you have the flight controls?
I'm going to finish it off. You're welcome to keep your hands and feet on the controls so you can feel what I'm doing. I just ask that you make sure that you're off of the brakes.
I am.
Good. So, we're carrying this power just until the runway is made, and then smoothly reduce that power to idle. And about a half a wingspan over the ground here, we're going to hold it off, hold it off, hold it off until the airplane touches down. Now we're steering with our feet.
Alright.
Down that runway center line. And clear left and clear right, runway 21.
Parking at the east ramp.
Affirmative, 77.
787, left at Charlie. Stay with me at the east ramp. Have a nice day.
Left turn Charlie, stay with you to the ramp. You too. Thanks, 77. We're going to be making this left-hand turn onto taxiway Charlie. You can see the yellow sign up there.
Alright.
And we are going to pause here by smoothly applying the brakes and bringing the airplane to a stop. And then the after landing checklist. Flaps are up. Transponder set standby. Mixture will lean that out, approximately an inch out. Carburetor heat cold. Lights set to ground operation. The after landing checklist is
That's RAC 5402.
and now we're going to finish the taxi into the ramp.
Alright.
AC 5402 Madison Tower, flight runway heading, runway 18 clear for takeoff.
So,
takeoff runway 18.
looks like we have a tie-down spot right next to that red and white 172. Entering the ramp nice and slow here. Clear left, clear right. This turn. Anytime that you're operating on the ramp here, you really want to keep your eyes peeled and look for airplanes or vehicles, people moving.
When you're the park, you kind of want to stay on the solid yellow line.
Correct, yeah. Right. So you can see that there's a tie-down spot available
Right by that
open
cone.
there. Yeah, right by Echo, correct. We'll bring it to a smooth stop. And then the shutdown checklist, we'll start with the radios. So the radios are off, or the avionics are off. And now what you can do is to push that red button there and pull the mixture control all the way out, and that's how we...
All the way out?
Yep, that's how we shut down the engine. Nice job. Congratulations, you did good.
Awesome.
Nice work.
Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
What do we do? Just